It's special. It's obviously a surreal milestone in someone's career. Not many guys get to do it, and I'm very fortunate and have a lot of gratitude towards it.
We're going to take a little trip down memory lane with some memorable photos that we found.
Okay. This is a good one. This is a good one. These were great memories. Just, I remember these days watching Saturday night hockey, Leafs versus Habs, and it seemed like everybody was a Leaf fan where I was, and I was one of the only Habs fans. So that tide quickly changed after I started my professional career, but nonetheless, great photo. This is probably one of my favorites, I'd say. I don't know how old I was, probably like 8 or 9. So much for, it being bad luck touching the Stanley Cup. When everyone kept talking about it when I started growing up in hockey, more at the professional level, it was always like, yeah, stay away from the cup unless you won it, you can't touch it. And I was like, oh, that kind of sucks. I think I remember touching it. And hey, sure enough, I got a ring, so I'll take it. Draft day. Yeah, draft day for first round, Toronto Maple Leafs. I drafted in Montreal in front of all the Habs faithful. Got booed by 20,000 people that night, and never looked back since.
And how were your nerves on draft day?
Extremely nervous. Yeah, that's probably one of the more nervous days I've ever been, just because the uncertainty of the draft and going through all these meetings prior and having an idea who might select you but not knowing for sure is a crazy feeling. I went into the day just kind of with not many expectations, just trying to embrace the day and enjoy the day. And I remember telling myself that and reminding myself just, no matter what happens, just, have a smile on your face and, be grateful for the opportunity. And that's exactly what I did. Yeah, this is Bob Ross. This is my Halloween costume from I don't know when. When I was in Toronto, I had a bit of a knack for drawing penalties. The Leafs faithful ended up nicknaming me Bob Ross because I drew a lot of penalties, and just figured it was a nice spin if I actually dressed up as him for Halloween one day, and created my own little painting there. I actually painted that myself also. So not bad. This is an iconic photo. I mean, this is right after we won in Tampa Bay, right on the ice. I gave Sammy, my pops, the cup, and he, obviously you could see some excitement on his face after this. So that's probably one of the best days of his life, mine as well. So I think this picture is front and center in his office. So this is a good one.
And what did it mean for you to get to celebrate on the ice with your dad?
Yeah, it was special. Not only him, but my family. My close family were on the ice, and just this is a great night and a pretty long one as well. I mean, any picture with the cup in it, I think, is just speaks for itself. Yeah, this was at the parade right after. We had an unbelievable turnout. It was thousands and thousands of people. Pretty surreal environment. This was at City Hall on the stage. Yeah, this was probably in front of, I don't know, 100,000 people it seemed like. Yeah, just running off adrenaline and no sleep. That's pretty much sums up that photo.
Great shirt choice.
Yeah, that was actually a nice touch too. I kind of spun that a little bit with what happened in the finals with one of the important goals I scored, and ended up raising I think it was like $200,000 for charity. So we sold those shirts, and everyone bought them. 100% proceeds went to charity, and we put up some good numbers. This is when I brought the Stanley Cup to the mosque. First time it's ever been done in existence. Just being able to share this with just all the kids that came out, wanted to catch a glimpse of the cup, that probably had never seen it before. I think it creates some special memories, and hopefully a day they'll never forget, because I'll never forget it. This is a photo 900th game. Pretty special night for me, and just being acknowledged by my teammates and staff. This is in Anaheim. We were on the road, and I think I had a pretty big night. 1 goal, 2 assists, 3 points in my 900th game. So You know, I got a plaque of this, and it's on my wall as we speak.
And now, how does it feel closing in on that like 1,000 games mark?
It's mind blowing. Just I can't even really believe it. You know, I still feel good. Hopefully, I could put up another 1,000. I doubt it, but you know, we'll see. But approaching that 1,000 mark is, you know, it's special. It's obviously a surreal milestone in someone's career. Not many guys get to do it, and I'm very fortunate and, you know, have a lot of gratitude towards it.